Welcome to the Dipped in Butter program. Welcome to the Dipped in Butter podcast program presents new music reviews with Cat and Wes. My name is Cat. Over there, that is Wes. And today we got Roddy Ricch presents Live Life Fast. This is his second studio album, coming hot and fresh off of Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial,
Mm-hmm.
which was a smash hit. I
Yes,
will
it
give him
was.
that. The box was incredible.
Pulling out the coupe at the lot, told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT, busting all the bells out the box.
That did all the numbers that any young artist will hope to do coming out the gate. And this is an interesting case study, man, before we even get into the whole reviewing of this particular album. When you come out this hot as the box was and as that album was, how stressful it can be to even just come up with a sophomore effort, man. And we have the sophomore effort. Take it away, Wes.
We have the sophomore effort from Mr. Roddy Ricch. Live Life Fast is what this thing is called. I am a Roddy Ricch fan. I believe
Yes.
I served Roddy Ricch up. This is another artist that I served up to Cat on a platter. And for those who don't know Cat, he's not necessarily the sing-songy rapper guy unless you
No.
really captivate him, and then he's going in. Roddy has not yet captivated him, so I still be trying to push Roddy on him, but I just don't know if this is going to be the one that's going to get Cat over the hump for Cat specifically.
For me.
Yeah, for Cat specifically. For me, this Live Life Fast, out of the 18 tracks on this album, I do like 14 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I do. I like 14 out of the 18 tracks on here. I know he put out this it's kind of like a movie poster thing that he put out for the promo of his album on his Instagram, where he has a no skip policy, which I actually respect. That he goes into the studio and makes music in this fashion where he doesn't want people to skip it. However, I want to let him know that he failed.
Got the shooters on the side with bazookas in the back.
Cut the shit off, bro.
I got
Cut the shit the fuck off.
What is it?
Bro, what is he doing?
I don't know.
On this one for me, there's definitely a skipper on here that I can absolutely skip and I could have done without. But again, I like 14 of the 18 tracks. I think this effort from Roddy Ricch would be a good time to bring up the sophomore slump conversation. I think that's still a real thing, because even though I like 14 of the 18 songs, this feels like uninspired music from Roddy Ricch.
That was the biggest and I want to be really careful, right? Because I really did not want to come on here and just be shitting on Roddy,
Right.
shitting on this. I'm not here to shit on anything. Let's
Right.
get that clear right away. Because when it's time to shit, trust me, I will be clear about when I'm shitting. But I am not shitting on this album because for me, how you said 14 out of 18 you liked, there weren't no songs on here that I thought was trash. There was no trash on here.
No trash songs on here. Did not like any of the songs. There's just a few that I can
Did
do
not
without.
like any of the songs, but on the other side of the coin, not one single song on here excited me.
No,
Like,
there's no
nothing on
phenomenal
here made
song.
me go, woo!
Yeah.
Like nothing made me be like, I can't wait to make a mixtape.
Yeah.
Nothing on here moved me. Like this is in every sense of the word, this is a collection of songs.
This is a
This
collection
is
of
a
songs.
collection of songs. And I think the biggest note for me here was like, it sounded to me, and this is, I might be reaching, I might be assuming shit, I might be speaking out of turn. But to me, it sounded like, Excuse Me for Being Antisocial came out in 2019, and we were getting to the end of 2021, and the label was going.
Yeah.
It seemed like the label was going, it's been 2 years. The box has been 3 years.
Well,
and it's time to start getting some of this money back. Like, it really felt like Roddy Ricch wasn't ready. This is just me assuming.
yeah, no.
The music comes across like Roddy Ricch was not ready to put this album out to me. That's what it felt like.
Seems like he might have still been creating, and I know we talked about him on the pod. I think last year when the Grammy cycle came around, where he was kind of like complaining that people might not have been respecting his pen or paying him any attention. I know I kind of went off, and it's like, well, nigga, y'all got to put the product out. Like, you can't just keep saying, "Look at me," and you not putting that. You just want to put your one piece of art on the table and say, "I'm the greatest of all time." And it's like, well, it don't really work like that. But I agree with the collection of songs thing. It definitely seems like he might have still been working to try and perfect this, because for me. And especially off of, Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. With this album, and maybe just with Roddy Ricch, because I feel like he set that bar with that album, I looked forward to the transitions on this album, and they do not exist.
That's another reason why, to me, it just felt like a collection of songs, right? Like, it didn't feel like he was thinking about this project in any particular way.
And this is why I can back that up, because with the last album, he specifically mentioned that he went and got with 1500 or nothing. so they could do the transitions in between the records. And I thought that they executed it flawlessly. But I knew it was important to him because when he was in interviews, he was asking interviewers like, "Hey, what you think about them transitions?" Like, I worked really hard on those. So the fact that there are none here on this album is just like song go off, the next song come on, and it's like not you ain't even give me like a 2-second playback where the next song start right as the next song is ending. Like that's some shit that you could have did, but again, like it just seems uninspired. Yeah, like this is again like because I was hoping to turn this on this morning and be like, see, I told you, fucking cat, like this is why you should have been down with Roddy Ricch for a long goddamn time. And after the first listen, I was like,
but instead you got, this is why this nigga's dragging his feet.
this is why he's
Because
I understood.
let me give y'all a weak ass parallel, right? Like for me, when niggas when they suggest to me shows to watch, I always ask first before I even ask is it good or who's in the show. I always go, what season is it in?
Right.
And if a nigga tell me season 1 or season 2, I'm like, talk to me later. Like, because I don't like to get involved too early,
Right.
and then now you've sold me and you've hooked me, and it's a power situation where like seasons 1 and 2 was dope, but then there's an immediate fall off right after.
Right.
I don't want this. Like, again, I'm not trying to be hard on Roddy. I understand this is hard. Like, I want to acknowledge that I'm not being hard on Roddy. This is hard for any artist, especially when you come out this hot. This is why me and you, well, not the only reason, but one of the reasons why me and you love Rick Ross so much. Like,
For sure.
after Hustling, coming out of the gate with Hustling, Rick Ross had every reason in the world to not give us nothing exceptional again.
Right.
And this is proof positive as to why it's so hard. Like, you don't just drop The Box and beat Justin Bieber at the charts for a year and then just recreate that magic all over again. It's hard. It's fucking hard, and that needs to be acknowledged. And that's not me necessarily shooting Roddy Ricch bail, but I also don't want to be hard on Roddy Ricch because I get it. Like, this shit is hard.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It is. And I don't even know if I want to call it a jig, but like I feel like he baited us into the album with the Kanye flip on the intro. And it heightens the expectation for people who like, for Kanye fans especially, but it's like, oh, is this where you're drawing inspiration from? Like, because if this is where we're going with this could actually turn out to be phenomenal. And again, this is where we have to go back to this week. No lineage. There's no lineage throughout this thing. It's not giving me any type of story. Like, even with and that's why I say, like, with the narration of the intro track, like, I thought you was really about to walk me through this whole, like, I'm trying to slow it down. I've been moving for like, there is no ups and downs on this album. You know what I'm saying? Like, it goes from 1 to 18 and then the album is over.
Speaking of 1 to 18, what are your standouts here?
Standouts. So for me particularly, I will mention, and it's kind of bad. Like the standout track is probably number 16, More Than a Trend.
I can give you more than I got left to give. I don't know if I could show you more than them.
Is a very, very good one. As well as number 18, 25 Million.
I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100. Since I was a little nigga, I just about to go give me some money.
Which I see as his second single that's come out now. That last 3-song run, that whole More Than a Trend, Late at Night, 25 Million. I really do enjoy those. With the honorable mention on number 5, Hibachi, because 21 Savage, goddammit, keeps delivering these verses to you niggas. And again, I know I said it before when we talked about 21, but I encourage anybody to go back to It's an Album and listen that 21 Savage has been doing this for a long time.
What a nigga do, you don't never appreciate. You give me attitude, I just might go cheat today.
Respectfully, with all due respect.
Uh-oh.
I want to respect Roddy Ricch, but more importantly to me, I want to respect our format and the way we have set this show up. Because standouts mean something to me, it means something to Wes, it means something to y'all. I don't have none, bro. I don't have no standouts. I have no standouts for this album. I want to put a big 0 on the screen.
Let me be cat. Let me be cat for this part. Not even Late at Night. Because I feel like, and that's a part of this that pisses me off, I feel like you shot your entire load in Late at Night.
Kiss me in the morning or late at night. Long as you come through, I'ma make it come over and over.
See, I wrote some songs down. I thought Pay My Dues was cool with Takeoff.
For sure.
I thought Crash the Party was okay, but what the fuck is that nigga talking about at the end of that song? Like, Roddy Ricch told us about walking in a graveyard at the end of the song.
Dog, thank you. That's the same shit I said, what the fuck
Shut
is
up,
this nigga
Roddy
talking
Ricch.
about, bro? Like, and Crash the Party is actually one of the ones that I can live without.
I thought Don't I was okay. And these are just okay. So Listen,
I
I'm
love
not
Donut.
editing in no clips for these songs, bro.
You
That's a
have
lot of
to.
work.
No, you have
Fuck
to.
that, bro. Well,
No,
not
you
for
have
mine.
to.
I'll do
I
yours,
like
but
I like Donut personally because of Gunna's verse, and I like the fact that he said I can make an outfit go viral. And like,
I
shout out
like
to that nigga because Rihanna definitely dressed as him for Halloween this
and that's
past year,
hard. No matter
and
what
that
you said
was
about that
and that was
picture, that
very
was
very
hard.
dope. But he also did something on his album that Wale did on his album that I don't appreciate when artists do this. You take your shortest song and it's
Mhm.
the most fire. So he didn't rap over it. He didn't to Wale's
Don't
credit,
do it.
Wale rapped over it, but like
Don't
he
do it.
didn't rap over Slow It Down featuring Ty Dolla Sign, which I think could have been the standout had you made it a full fucking song, which I have an issue with these less like every one of these songs is damn near less than 3 minutes. I don't think there's a song over 3 minutes. And I don't like the jig on No Way that you said featuring Jamie Foxx, and it's just this bullshit ass fake fucking phone call. Like
You
y'all
know,
gotta stop doing this.
I knew it was something
Y'all
wrong with
gotta
that
stop doing
when
this.
Jamie Foxx said, "Yo, it's Jay Fox." Like, nigga, nobody calls you that. Shut up, bro. Everybody, listen, real quick, just real quick. Synopsis for this album. Everybody shut up. Just everybody shut the fuck up, bro. Like, nothing was that important here. Okay, now I'm starting to sound disrespectful, but fuck it, bro. Nothing was that important. Also, at the same time, while I have no standouts for you, I got no skippers because nothing was bad, nothing was good to me. Everything.
I do. I have a skipper that I'm actually sad I have to call it a skipper. Moved to Miami featuring Lil Baby is an absolute skipper. One, because the jazz freestyle, the first minute and 15 seconds into the song that has nothing to do with the second half of the song, I do not get it. I do not like it. Yeah, it was absolutely a reach. What's the other one that I absolutely crash? Like I said, I mentioned Crash the Party, and no way, like I say, featuring Jamie Foxx because it's not featuring Jamie Foxx. Like that, I don't like that because Jamie
Don't do
Foxx
that
is
again.
actually a musician, and people look forward to hearing Jamie Foxx on songs. So the fact that you did that is some bullshit. And then
And
you
then he did
immediately
tease us with the slow jams. All right,
this
listen, because I'm gonna get
all right,
mad in a
nah,
minute.
no, for real. No,
No, I'm
that's
about to
something to
get
be
mad, bro. I need
Cat.
to
This is
stop because
why
I'm gonna
I
get
could
mad
like.
if I keep talking
This is
about
why
that.
he upset me that I couldn't call you today and be like, "See, I told you." Like I wanted to so bad, be like, "See, look, he did it again," and especially because excuse me for being so antisocial was so like for me it was a great album. Like the first time everything didn't connect for me, but the more I listened to it I was like, oh nah, this is jamming like song for song for song. This one is a miss. Like
Yeah,
it's a
I
miss.
agree.
And I appreciate how Roddy packages his albums and how he puts it out. Like it's a quality product that he's putting out. I will say that it's just not quality music on here.
Speaking of a miss, man, where you at with the album cover? Let's go album cover first. Where
You
you
want to
at
know
with
what? I'm cat this week on this one too. The motion is not doing it for me. I'm not digging the
You ain't
motion
fucking with
today.
the motion
Even
blur?
though, on my version there's like lights shooting on it and shit. They got the moving shit now, but I'm not. I think had he just given us the cover without the motion, I might have liked it more.
I
But the
don't like
motion
it,
is
bro.
not doing it for
I
me.
didn't even like him talking about how it was kind of an ode to Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle. I don't like any of it. I don't like him trying to sell us that it's an ode to Nipsey. Don't ode to Nipsey. Don't do any of it. Don't do it. Put your name on the disc. Save not putting your name in the album title on the cover for niggas that's about to get busy. If you're not about to get busy, put your name in diamonds on your album cover so we know what's what.
I
Where you
understand
at
that.
with the production on here?
Production. I have to give production a B minus. I actually do enjoy a lot of the beats and shit on here. It's just
Mhm.
again, I feel like this was still being worked. It's a collection of songs that don't really make no sense, so I probably can't appreciate them all the way. But good, like you say, no bad. Well, besides that move to Miami, and this even not bad. It just don't like really go. And even like to that credit, without getting too far off the like late at night, almost seems like it doesn't belong on this album. Again, that's because it don't seem like this was well thought out because I'm with you now. The fucking label was probably like, hey, son, the box is done. Like we got to get something else out here. So yeah, again, B minus on the production. Not terrible, but could have been better.
I got a whole C, man. I got a C. Again, songs were okay,
Yeah.
beats were okay, lyrics were okay. He said a couple of things that made me frown up, like that was an elementary ass bar, but whatever. He's an R&B nigga. They get passes, but it's a C. This is a whole C. The album's a C. This whole shit is a C. I'm ranking this out of 10, a 4.5.
Ooh,
You
you giving
don't
it
get
the
the
four
whole
and a half?
5 out of me just because I almost want to go lower than 4. Scratch that. I'm going 3.5, bro. 3.5 for this,
Ooh.
bro, because I think I've said 4s and 4.5s for other albums I like more. And being that not one song on here stands out to me, I'm going 3.5. And I'm not explaining myself. I'm going 3.5.
I'm not mad at you for giving it to 3.5 because it's a low score, but I actually feel like it's deserved, like it's legit. If that's your standpoint, for me, Out of 10, Live Life Fast, Roddy Ricch. I gotta give him the 4.5 too. Fuck it. I gotta give him the 4.5. I had it higher than that earlier in the day. I'm not gonna lie, but like thinking about it in totality and all it like in culmination, he gets a 4.5 for me. Just because it's just not it's not the bar that you set, and that's really what the
Yeah.
problem is for me with this album.
Congratulations.
You have
on
to
the
say
album drop.
congratulations because he worked hard on this. Like,
Yeah, but most importantly, what I do want to say, and not even just saying this in case he hears this, YouTubers say shit like that and nobody's gonna ever hear this. But on some real shit, like I do want him to succeed. I do want him to come back stronger next time. I understand how the sophomore curse can be a thing. Like this is hard to do.
yeah,
So I would be all the way tuned in for the third album to see how he bounces back from this.
agreed.
Because what can come from this is more art. What
Yes,
can come from this is the experience of kind of falling flat on your face after much, much success. So I'm excited to hear that on the next one.
for sure. I'm with you.